And so now God has given us a mandate here where in action we got to preach the gospel like it's the gospel again. Like people's lives depend on it, because your life don't depend on the car, but a car come your way. I ain't knocking it. Your life don't depend on a miracle, though a miracle can give you some more years, but eventually you still got to go. But if I can get you to trust God, if I can get you to desire to have a relationship with God, then the things that the world and some church folks are chasing now will chase you and run you down. It will overtake you. It'll overtake you. It'll overtake you. Luke, in the book of Luke, Jesus is about to use their boats. They kind of remind me of the widow woman who don't have anything, and the prophet said, bring me some meat. She said, I don't have none. She said, I don't have none. Some people out the first of the year, God said, bring me your first fruit. Bring me your tithes. Bring me your low. Oh, God, I want to. But I can't afford to. And the truth is, we can't afford not to. But we're not taught this thing right. It's not about the lottery you give and you receive. It's about the relationship. What happens when God entrusts you with what's already his and then asks you to use what he let you borrow? Whew. I don't care what you say. I know the feeling these boys had. The nets are empty. They got a family. They went out to make a livelihood, and ain't nothing happened. This widow woman don't have anything, and the prophet is going to her. God sends him to a widow woman who don't have anything to sustain him. Maybe God understands something that we don't understand. That in us blessing somebody else, we're really blessing ourselves. In us doing the will of God, the prophet goes to her, and she gets blessed by giving her last. That's why I don't care. You know, I have a lot of children here. Thank you, Jesus. God has blessed us that are in college and doing well. But sometimes they call me and they want me to pray more and everything else because they get to the financial aid department to find out that they don't care if mama just had another baby. They don't care if you just needed another $50. They will take back $15,000 if you don't pay the $150. Because there is something about your release that relinquishes greater. I couldn't believe that when we first started dealing that with some of our children here, and I said, they're not going to give you $15,000 because you hadn't paid the $200 yet? They said they won't do it. What if most people don't understand this is how heaven and earth works? If you don't put nothing in the ground, if a farmer don't put no seed in the ground, he can never ever come back to harvest it. Jesus is about to challenge them to help him do ministry. The prophet Elijah is about to challenge the widow woman, to help him do ministry. And she would have to give up her last. And you know the story. In her giving it up, in her making a sacrifice, the Bible says as long as that prophet was there, it never ran dry. Because as long as she was sustaining the kingdom first,